Morning Geeks! Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here, and welcome to Morning Geeks, the live Facebook show that has... We've tried this now the third time. Third time's a charm, they always say, right? Yeah, I say. So yeah, the first time I had a problem with the computer. The second time, I guess I have to reset the stream so it'll go up onto Facebook. So third time's a charm. It says it's streaming. It says it's recording. Hopefully it's going. We'll see what happens. Anyway, how you doing? Jeffrey Powers here from Geekazine. Think Magazine, put in a geek. You've got me. And of course, Geekazine. And it's been a whirlwind 24 hours because I just got back from Las Vegas National Association of Broadcasters, or NAB, and where they show off the new cool gear for radio and TV and all that stuff. And, you know, I broadcast, so it affects me as well as many podcasters out there, which I go out for. And I worked with my friends over at Full Compass, and we got some videos which you can check over at fullcompass.com. And then, of course, over at Geekazine, latest video is about the Ozo, which is the 360 video and audio streaming, live streaming. So you can have concerts going. You can be watching them with your virtual headsets and stuff like that. And pretty cool stuff. But you're here for the geek news, because that's what the Morning Geeks are all about. And of course, first of all, thanks a lot to everybody who watched the first episode. We had great numbers, and over 50,000 reached over on Facebook Live. So I'm really happy about that. Episode 2 hopefully will be just as the same. So I've got my morning coffee. Let's take a sip, like I really need more coffee. Yeah, I do. So let's get started with some Morning Geek news. Of course, the legendary Prince passed away yesterday, an artist that I grew up with music and, of course, movies. Many hit songs. The award-winning movie Purple Rain. Surely you'll be missed, that's for sure. Other celebrities who passed away this last week, of course, Chyna from the WWE, Joni Lawler, who's considered one of the top 10 female wrestlers of all time, and of course Doris Roberts, the Emmy Award-winning actress who played Mother Maureen Barone in the TV show Everybody Loves Raymond. So R.I.P. to you people, yeah, we'll go from there. Next up, USA Today gets a sneak peek for the remake in The Magnificent Seven. It was in a movie, originally starred Yul Brynner and Steve McQueen. This iteration stars Denzel Washington and Chris Pratt, who come together to save a poor village. Now, in the original movie, it was a poor Mexican village, but, you know, since the world's a little bit more PC nowadays, it's most likely going to be something over in maybe East LA or something like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens and go from there. Apple MacBook gets an upgrade. Intel's 6th generation Core M processor, clocking the machine at 1.1 to 1.3 gigahertz. Of course, that's multi-core, either i5, i7 processors. Updated memory and a battery upgrade, which will give you 10 hours of power. And of course, the prices start at $1,299. It's also in pink, which is my favorite color and my favorite place to go get hot dogs. In fact, when I was in Vegas, I did stop at Pink's for a hot dog. You just got to.
For years, our world has been at peace. But something is coming. I can feel it. Dark forces are upon us.
Find these beasts, or whatever they are.
Warcraft released their trailer this week. The Blizzard game turned movie is set in the realm of Azeroth as humans are set to war with the orcs. Nothing unusual there, except one orc faction who realizes peace with the humans is better than extinction. The movie stars Travis Fimmel, Paula Patton, Ben Foster, and Clancy Brown. The movie is directed by Duncan Jones and is in theaters on June 10th. But will it live up to the hours of gameplay I did so many years ago? Rotten Tomatoes shows that 96% of people seeing the trailer want to see the movie at this point.
We have no choice. We should attack with full force.
Whatever you plan to do it now!
This movie of hers and hers and his, as Dana Geek reports Three's Company movie is on the way. Will the sequel be Three's a Crowd? Will Jason Ritter play his iconic father's role? Hopefully Kristen Ritter won't be Janet. Will Jack Tripper actually be gay, since Mr. Hurley can't refuse rentals simply because it's two girls and one guy? Further, who will play the iconic Don Knotts character? And will that creepy Larry guy be in the movie? These are all the things we can ask Abby Cohn and Mark Silverstein, as they'll be writing the script. Robert Court is producing this comedy. At least I think it's going to be a comedy. You never know.
I know who I am.
When we are finished with you, you'll no longer be yourself.
I remember everything.
Remembering everything doesn't mean you know everything.
Tell me.
Matt Damon is back as Jason Bourne in the epic franchise of Forgetfulness. Questions like, where are my keys? Did I leave the iron on? And did we close the garage door? Are all going to be answered in this episode of the movie. Julia Stiles and Tommy Lee Jones join the cast as Bourne also tries to remember where he parked in the movie lot. This also has a 100% positive on Rotten Tomatoes, and the movie is directed by Paul Greengrass.
32 kills. People are safer because of what you did.
Oh yeah, let's not forget the gratuitous destruction of Las Vegas.
You're never gonna find any peace. Not till you admit to yourself who you really are.
Your Netflix is going to cost more, at least for those of you who were grandfathered in the service. The price of the streaming service raised $1 a month who were grandfathered in. New accounts already paid, of course, the $8.99 fee, and it was a price you had to pay to, of course, avoid your $100 a month cable bill and keep your rambunctious kids in check by watching TV, simply straight up. So, was Snapchat's 420 filter a good idea? Well, they're not trying to promote any racism by putting the Bob Marley filter out. Many complained. I think people should be more concerned about the rampant pot smoking over on Snapchat. The company stated that they partnered with the Bob Marley estate to share appreciation for Marley's music. It also shows how good set of dreadlocks can be done on anybody out there. Happy Earth Day to all of you out there. Of course, Earth Day has been celebrated on April 22nd since the 60s, since we also celebrated 420 Day, and then, of course, TK 421 Day. Why aren't you in your position, TK 421? Why not? Earth Day is time to reflect on the planet and, of course, how we can make it greener. I tried not mowing my lawn this week, but of course I get tickets from the city when I do stuff like that. Next up, Stephen Hawking is presenting at a packed Sanders Theater as he tackled black holes and their qualities. The paradox suggested that physical information is permanently lost in a black hole. Black holes are stranger than anything that's ever been dreamed up on science. Well, let me do this like that. Black holes. I can't even do my Hawking voice. So, black holes are stranger than anything dreamed up by science fiction writers out there, but are clearly matters of science fact. You can check that out. We've got that over at the Harvard Gazette, and you can check out the links in the show notes. Finally, Xian'er, I think that's how it's pronounced. Meet Xian'er right here. Let's move it over. There we go. A 2-foot tall robot monk at the Temple of Longguan outside Beijing. This robot spreads wisdom of Buddhism in China. The robot, where was I? Okay. Elevated technology for an elevated culture. Xian'er debuted in October and has been at many robotic fairs around China, spreading his wisdom. I don't know, though. It kind of looks a little bit like Charlie Brown, and we know what happens to Charlie Brown. Hopefully he won't go after any footballs. And that is your Morning Geekery for this week on Friday, April 22nd. Apologies for some of the glitches out there, but we got the show out. Hopefully, we'll be checking it out and go from there. Got any questions? Thanks to all the people that replied. We'll turn that off. Thanks to all the people that replied from last week's show. And then, of course, check it all out over at Geekazine.com. Think Magazine, put in a geek, or Facebook.com/Geekazine. It'll also be up on YouTube, YouTube.com/Geekazine. Until next week, we'll see you and Morning Geeks, and you guys, until then, you guys geek out and take care.